Before I begin. So mom sends me a text that reads, Danielle Renae Skinner, please don't embarrass me in your top 4 and 4 segment. Love, Mom. Well, Mom, I love you too, but it's not quite Mother's Day yet. In other words, not a chance. Your top 4 and 4 countdown starts right now. Let's begin with headline number 4. There's a lot of controversy in New Orleans right now, and it's centered around the Confederate monuments that the city has agreed to take down. Crews are preparing to remove a statue of Confederate President Jefferson Davis, the second of 4 monuments to Confederate-era figures the city council has voted to remove. Officials had refused to give advance public notice of Thursday morning's removal, citing threats of violence against contractors and workers involved in the effort. The Davis statue has been the scene of protests by supporters and opponents of the monument's removal. Late last month, the first monument, a 35-foot-tall granite obelisk, was secretly removed by mass workers late at night. The monument was a tribute to whites who battled a biracial Reconstruction government installed in New Orleans after the Civil War. Also slated for removal, the statues of Confederate Generals Robert E. Lee and P.G.T. Beauregard. Here it is, headline number 3. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos had a very tough audience for her commencement speech at a historically black university in Florida. Boos and catcalls and shouts of liar nearly drowned out her address to students graduating from Bethune-Cookman University. DeVos said she and the Trump administration are fully committed to the success of every student across the country. She asked them to avoid the chorus of conflict seen on cable TV, and she sought common ground by praising the school's founder and mission. But the boos became an uproar when DeVos said she would visit the grave of the school's founder. Some of the audience said it seemed like she was trying to appropriate that legacy. Well, here's the next headline. Here's the next top headline in your top 4 countdown. Several Republican senators are questioning the timing of President Donald Trump's firing of FBI Director James Comey. Well, Democrats argued that an independent outside inquiry led by a special prosecutor is a necessary next step, given Trump's decision to oust Comey in the midst of the FBI's Russia investigation. U.S. officials say FBI Director James Comey requested more resources to pursue his investigation into Russia's election meddling and the possible involvement of Donald Trump's associates. Days later, he was fired by President Trump. Democrats quickly accused Trump of using Comey's handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation as a pretext and called for a special prosecutor. Republican leaders brushed off that idea as unnecessary. White House officials say Trump's confidence in Comey had been eroding for a month, and this decision was brewing. Well, headline number 1. My mom used to always say to me whenever I talked back or misbehaved, I brought you into this world and I will take you out. I think you've heard that before, right? Well, for TV purposes, that was the edited version of how she would say it. But maybe a Florida teen charged with assault got told the same thing after doing this. You remember this young man? Well, he's accused of tossing a 68-year-old woman into a pool during a party at an apartment complex. The 16-year-old is now serving house arrest. A judge on Tuesday ordered the teen to serve 21 days of house arrest, but he's allowed to go to school, church, and even travel with his basketball team. The teen is being charged as a juvenile. He's shown on video throwing Nancy James into the pool as she tried to break up a party near Fort Lauderdale that more than 200 teens showed up for on Saturday. The teen turned himself into authorities on Monday. He faces another hearing in June. Another saying my mom used to say, your mama don't play that. And well, neither does the law in that previous story, right? Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We sure hope you enjoyed this top 4 and 4 countdown. We'll be right back with more.